So, in this case, we will talk about the super function, just like in the previous lessons. The super, in the definition of this is a built-in function, okay? More likely, next is appropriate name for this function, okay? Do you remember the next? Next, iterate the what, the are elements for a given list or class or something like that, okay? And so super only finds out the location of base class, okay, using MRO, okay, method resolution order function, okay, or the attributes. So just remember that the basic syntax is super class name, and we can give the variable and dot and function name, and can give the arguments in here just like this one, okay? That's the basic solution. So class A, the foo self should be given in here, print a dot foo, okay? Class B, A, def foo self print b dot foo, okay? And class C, A, def foo self and print c dot foo, okay? And so C is derived A, B is derived A, and also class D, B and C is derived from the what, the B class and the C class, and the foo self and print D foo, okay? And so the super C self dot foo, these are the case, okay? And so the print D M R O. Just remember the previous lesson, we have talked about the super C, right? What's the point of this variable? It's more like the reading of your code, but in this case we utilize this super function just like this one, because the D is multiple inherited class which is coming from the B and C, but we have too many foo function in here and also super function just like this one, okay? We may utilize the super in here just like this one, but if I run this code, we have the main D class, and main D class is derived from the B and C, and B and C is derived from the A, and class object is derived from the object, okay? So D is equals to the D, okay? D foo is called right now. To D foo is calling in here, but if I run with this code with the C and self, see that D foo and A foo is written, but why is that? Why is that this input is coming from this one? Can anyone tell me? This foo calls to what? The super C foo, and super C foo is given in here just like this one, and so this foo is overridden with the what, with the class of foo A, and also this foo is given in here, and so this is the base of C is A, and so D foo and A foo are written in here, okay? And what about this one, B? If this is the case, and so if I run this code, see that the super B is given in here, but in this case D foo and C foo is written right now. Why is that? Can anyone tell me? In the first place, the D foo is called, and so D foo is given in here, okay? And D foo is called, and after that, super B is coming from the what? This one. The self is passed to the this foo, but this foo is overridden with the what? With the C foo in here, okay? Because the C is to what is defined after the B, right? And so D foo and C foo are given here. What about this one? C and B is given here. See? The order of C and B is important to call foo function. And so what about this one? If we call the C, this is the first one, and so see, this is the B foo right now is called, okay? Because we have the order. Method resolution order gives in here. If this is the case, and so the last of them is the B. And so if we see, C is overridden with the what? With the B. And so B foo is called in here. But in the other case, B and C are given. And so just see that B and C. C is the last case, and so C super self calls this one, but this is overridden with the what? With the A class, and so A foo is given here, just like this one. This seems like to be complex, but it's not. The order of this one is known, and then we can reach the syntax of these values, okay? Because the B, in this case, B, C, right? And so, if we call the super C last definition of this one, the last parameter yara, okay? And so this C is called in here, and so C is right from the A, and then this A is called. But in this case, the C is defined or given to this parameter before the B, okay? And so this C is overridden due to the what? Due to the B. And so in this case, this B is written in here because this C super C self is called to this one. And so this one is overridden from the class A, but after that the B is defined in here, and so this B is override at this case, okay? In this case, this is the one, okay? And after that, C is called in here, just like this one. This is the C, this is the 2, but this is the 3, and after that B is given in here, and this is the 4, okay? This is the order of the what? The overwritten. But if the okay. So we should continue with the super function, just like this one, in order to understand more deeply. The foo self print a foo, okay? Class B A def foo self print B foo and super dot foo, okay? And also class C B and def foo. This is a consecutive inheritance print C foo super foo, okay? And so C is created in here and C foo. What happened if I run this code? Yes, because it's consecutive order are given here because of C foo. What's the super of the C is B, and so this foo is called, and B foo. And after that, super foo is called, and so this def foo is created in here. Okay? This is a consecutive inheritance. In the 10th examples, what happened? We can copy all of these things in here, just like this one, okay? But the C must also be derived to A, and also class D, B, C, def foo, self, print D foo, and super foo, okay? D is created in here, and D foo is given here. What is the order of these terms right now? What happened if I run this code? First of all, print D is called. Okay? So, D is derived from the B and the C. Okay? B and the C. Okay, and so if this is the case, the B is written because this is the first place, C is secondly written. And after that, A is the base class B and C, this A foo is written. D, B, C, A. Okay? What about this one? C and B. C, this is the D, but the first parameter of the derivation C, and so D, C, B, A is called. But if I change B and the C and see that D, B, C, A are written on the page. Okay? This is so simple, but you need to know that. And so, what about this one? Class A, def init, print A dot init. Okay? Class B is derived from the A, and def init, and A init is called, and also print B init. Okay, and after that, class C is also derived from the A, def init self none, and A init is called with the self. Okay, and also we need to put the self in here, and after that we need to print the C init in here. And what about this one? Class D, B and C, and def init. At this case, b.init and c.init should be called in here, just like this one, self, and print D must be called. So what is the output of this code? If you create the D, what is the output of this code? Anyone tell me? B init, C init, A init, D init. But in this case, we have the another property. Just look at the debugging session. First of all, in this case, we create a D. D calls the def init function. Okay? And so the B in itself firstly is created in here. Okay. We should go to the B. And so the B calls the init of the A. And so see that. First of all, the A init is called. And after that, the B init is called. Okay? And so this is done. After that, C init is called, but the C init possessed what at the first place? The A in itself. And so this calls the print A init. C. This is the related to C. This is related to the AB. And after that, the print D init is called in here, just like this one. Okay? Do you understand the order of these terms? In here, Mustafa, Mara, or Yara. Okay. What about this case? What happens if I run this code right now? In this case, we just only see the D in it because the other ones cannot be initialized in here, and as well as we cannot use the B, A, and C function right now. Okay? But there is no syntax error. So, what about this one? Class A def init self and print A init. Okay? And class B def init print B init. Okay? Class C A and B is given in here def init. Okay? Def init none, and super C self should be given in here, and print C dot init. Okay? So C and C created. What is the output of this code? In this case, the A constructor is not called in here. See? In the first place, we need to say that the super C is called with the self init function in here. And so A and B are given in here. Okay? So, but we need to know that this C is called to A, and A constructor is created in here, and A init and C init are given in here right now, but not the B one. Okay, if this is the case, this is the B and this is the A. What is the output of this code? Yes, B init and C init, but the A is not called in here, and so in this case A constructor is not called, and this is runtime error, not compile time. You need to know that if you have two classes are parent, and so you need to call, or you must call the constructor of A and B. Otherwise, this is a runtime error, not the compile time error. Okay? You need to write this. Otherwise, our code is incomplete. And class A def init function, the print a dot init, okay, class B and def init print b dot init, okay, and class C A and B def init, the super init is called in here, and also print c dot init, okay, c, okay. If I run this code, the only A is constructed in here, but this is a runtime error. And so how we can avoid this condition? This condition cannot be used just like this one. We need to call the init functions separately in here, okay? Otherwise we have an error. Just remember that we need to initialize both this constructor based on these informations. Otherwise we have an error. Okay guys, do you understand that what I'm saying right now? Any question? Any question? Okay, if there's no question, and so today is ended up, I think it's enough for today, okay? Because in the init function possessed its own self keyword. See, self C. This is self B, and this is self A. It cannot be overridden. Actually, it's overridden, Yara, because the A and B in the normal case, just remember that. Super. Right now, init can be called just like this one. See, A and C are called in here, and where is the B? B must be called in the what? In the constructor. But why the B is not calling right now, Yara? Because A overrides the B in here, okay? Because the syntax of the Python is just like that. No, A overrides B because A is the first parameter in here. See, B and A, just now the B overrides. No, B overrides A, okay, in this case. But if I turn into the what, the A and B order in here, and so A overrides the B right now. Syntaxically, this is just like that, okay? Okay. Thank you.